Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk, and as promised I said I'd have a play this Saturday and do a kind of a design that'd be suitable for a 12 by 12 layout, because I'm going to be using a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, but some of the techniques that I use today are quite easily transferable to card making. If you're not really a scrapbooker, don't turn off just yet, because you may learn some things that you can use in your card making. So just grabbing up my device so that I can see your comments. Do say hello, and if you'd like to put where you're from, it's lovely to know where everybody's coming from. If your handle doesn't reflect your name and you're happy to share your name, do say where your name and whatever, but don't feel you have to. And yeah, let me know what your experience is of doing mixed media and scrapbooking with Stampin' Up products. I love looking on the internet and finding different techniques and things, and then kind of looking at Stampin' Up products and how we can use what they sell for this type of thing. So the first thing I have is the 4 decorative masks from the Autumn Winter catalogue. I love them. They're for different reasons. They're 4 very different designs, and I used them a few weeks ago to create these cards for a local class that I just taught, and I just love just love it. And I combined them with some stamps as well, as you can see, and we might be able to do that here as well, but we're going to be also using some texture paste and some sprinkles, because I just like them, and I just wanted to see what they would do. I haven't really got much of a plan. It's sometimes quite scary to be faced with this blank sheet of card, but you know what? I see it as an opportunity. It's going to be fun. Thank you for joining me on the ride. I'll say a quick hello to a few people. Hello, W. Bailey, Sheila, Deb, Kay, Freedom, and lovely to have you here, and Sheila. Lovely to have your company. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, just to break up the space a little bit, is to put some just some colour down, and I'm going to use my makeup brushes that I got from Amazon, and I will put the link to those below. If you're in the UK, you can purchase them. You can click on the link and purchase them directly. I am signed up to be an affiliate marketer with Amazon, so I do earn a little bit off that, but not very much. Not very much at all. Right, I've just turned this over because this side feels a bit stickier. I can tell that I've had it next to this one. I sprayed this with some repositionable sticky glue, because I find that likes to raise up a bit, and it's had it next to it, and when I went to do some sponging I could feel the stickiness coming through. So sometimes it's a good idea just to have a go, put some colour down, just do it. It just helps make up the space so it doesn't feel so scary. There we go. Now I did have a piece of card here. This is my imaginary photo, alright? So I'm thinking I'd like to put this photo down in this, sort of down towards this corner a little bit, just to kind of have somewhere to think about where things are going. And so if I'm going to put that there, I'm going to put this here. Oh, hi Janice. Oh, you're welcome. Hi Tracy. Oh well, this will help you pass the time then, Janice. Janice is getting ready for a class. You nearly resorted to Christmas movies. Oh, well, I don't know. I quite like Christmas movies, so that might have been fun. Okay, I'm just getting a little bit of pink down, but I really want to go in with this texture paste in a minute. So this is such a quick and easy way to get pattern onto a paper. All right, there we go. That's that. Let's pop these away for a second. And I'm wondering whether or not I should do sprinkles next, because the texture paste tends to get a little bit messy as well. What have I got here? what's this one? Melon Mambo. Oh yeah. Okay, so I've learnt from the last time you don't have to be too what's the word? You don't have to be too vigorous with this stuff. And I've got my spray here ready to. Oh, the setting's not quite right. Ooh, that's better. Okay, liking that. And I've got my heat tool ready to go. So you're gonna have to sing amongst yourselves for a bit. Here she goes. Yep, here she goes. So I spent most of the day putting together cards with all the stamping that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. And I don't know if you've noticed, but my camera is a little bit higher up. I've raised my platform to be so that you can see the whole 12 by 12, because before I had it a bit lower. I mean, when I say raise my platform, it means I've put more Duplo blocks on my thing. I don't know if I've shown you my setup. It's really not that complicated, but it works for me. I love how the pigment sprinkles has a little bit of other colours in this. Oh, okay. Well, I'm pleased to be able to be here for you. All right, that seems to be dry-ish. I'll just turn it over. I just wish I could fast forward this bit for you. I'm sorry about that. If you're watching it on the replay, do fast forward this bit. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I found my magnet. I was looking for that the other day. All right, pop that down for a second. I've got my texture paste at the ready, and I can't decide which one I want. Do I want some of these trees? I'll do some of those trees there. Okay. I'm just going to get it on and then scrape down. And that's the thing about these trees, they like to raise up a bit. You have to be firm with it. And that's why I sprayed some repositionable glue on the back of this, just to help it so it doesn't keep wanting to raise up. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. I think I'm going to have to give up on this. I'll just pop that back down. There's a little bit of a lump of texture paste that I wanted to get up, so. Okay. Ooh. Missing a bit there. Right, and then always remember, put your texture paste away when you're not using it. And I've actually got a little box with some water right down beside me, ready to put this into, because as soon as that goes dry, it's like Weetabix, it just sticks. I'm just going to tidy up just some of these areas here. And then I'm going to grab my embossing powder and put some embossing powder on this. I'm hoping it's not going to stick too much to the wet areas, because I know my paper is still a little bit damp, but no, it's working fine. I think I might just get a brush and dropping stuff. Just get off some of these excess little bits here I don't want. Right, has anyone ever seen this, what happens when you heat texture paste and embossing powder? I did a video about 2 years ago on this. I did a like altered art canvas. So if you're enjoying this type of thing, if you like mixed media, do have a look back on my other videos, because I did this like really cool mixed media canvas thing, and you get to see the texture paste bobble up. It's amazing. So yeah, those magnets do turn up funny. Right, so I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see what happens. Oh, don't you just love the magic of embossing powder? Can you see it bubbling away? Isn't that cool? And it's weird because it's like a grain from where I've scraped the texture paste. It almost looks like wood grain. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, really bark-like. It's obviously helping to get the texture paste dry as well, so. Right, I'm going to just turn that over a little bit and just go on the back side, just to stop the warping happening so much. Okay, turn that back over. Swing you guys back out. There we go. How fun is that? Okay, so that's going to go about there. So I feel like I need to have some other gold in other places, but I've still got my stamp set to bring in yet to play with. So, I mean, maybe we could have some gorgeous gold butterflies, couldn't we? How about that? Although I wonder whether just to put a little bit of that gold, sort of that tree-likeness down here, just to balance it out a little bit. So in order to do that, I need to find my scrap towel, which I thought I did bring in. Oh, where's it gone? I know what, I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this one instead. Put a little bit of this nice, sort of like a Baroque looking thing. Very damask looking. So damask is a type of pattern that you get often on things like curtains and wallpaper and whatever. It's usually symmetrical patterns. So if you like symmetry, you'll like damask. Just pop a little bit up in there in the corner. Oh, hi Julianne. Nice to see you. I'm making a mess, as normal. So just putting some of this embossing powder over the texture paste. And then just keeping it all back in my box. Waste not, hey. And I love how it just really sticks so well to the texture paste. And just get this done. Got to be careful not to burn my fingers. This heat tool's really heated up now. That's still a little bit warm, but it's getting there. Is everyone's connection okay? Is the one that I'm watching glitched then? Right, that'll do. Just wanting to cut up, but never mind. I'm tempted to do a little bit more of the sprinkles, but that'll mean getting it all wet again. But maybe we'll move on to something else. Let's get these stamps in and see what we can do with these. So again, I'm kind of aiming my photo's going to go there. So maybe some nice butterflies. And I'm wanting to put some more texture on this. I'm wanting to stick stuff on, but my brain's just going. I'll come back to it in a bit. No, nothing particular, Kay. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, I think we need to go in with quite the dark pink, so I'm going to go in with the Melon Mambo for this. If I could find it. It was on my table a minute ago. There it is. Oh, that's a bit too much, isn't it? My ink pad's very juicy. Oh well. It's too late now. I'll try and do it in the middle. That's better. With these distinctive stamps, you need to be very careful you don't use too juicy an ink pad, because I really don't like it. That's better. It's so pretty, isn't it? Let's have a couple here. bring in a little bit of the turquoise now. So maybe with some of the spotties. Actually, I need to wipe this down. I'm going to wipe it down because it's still got some of that pink. So it is worth remembering that when you use your masks, you do need to clean these down, because otherwise whatever colour you had on it before will transfer. I mean, sometimes it doesn't really matter, but if you're going from one distinct colour to another, you may find it does matter. So there we go. Have a sip of tea. Oh, that was darker than I thought. Ah, I thought this was Coastal Cabana. Oh well, never mind. I'll just go a bit lighter on it. Yes, when it comes into stock, Julianne, it's only available for demonstrators at the moment, but it sounds like stocks are good and will become very available for customers very, very soon. So I'll let you know when it comes into stock. I've just ordered mine, so it's on its way. So I'll do a kind of reveal on it. Although there's lots of videos out there already that demonstrators have done showing it off. See, I love having this embossed area, because you can, you know, ink through it and it won't affect the embossing, or if it does, you can just wipe it off the gold there. Right, so I'm thinking now, wouldn't it be nice to have some of these little flowers? And I am going to bring in my Coastal Cabana for this, because oh, where's it gone? I was using it yesterday. There we go. Oh, actually, I will get oh, I wanted to daub in the middle. I'm just going to get one of my daubers, although these are very inky at the moment. Just see what's on here. Oh no, those are, for some reason, those are wet. Oh no, won't use those. Forget it. I'll have to do it another day. Right, so this is Coastal Cabana. And I just thought, what wouldn't it be nice to have a little cluster of flowers at different points. There we go. So this is all about just building up texture and images, and it doesn't matter if they kind of cross over. You're creating a piece of collagey, stampy goodness, you know? That's what we're doing. So it's quite nice having them fade into different areas and the juxtaposition between different colours. This is what I love about this type of creating, because you know, here you've got, you know, the flowers against the pink here. Here you've got the flowers against the blue. You've got flowers against gold, you know, and it's just fun looking at the interplay between different textures and so on. So this darker, this is the Bermuda Bay now that I'm using, and it is just adding that extra layer. See, there's more definition there. Some more down here. Hi, Linda. Oh, good. That's good to hear, Julianne. Yeah, go for it. See, I might decide to put my card that way because this bit's a bit of a bare bit. I might do that instead. Put a picture there. I don't know what picture yet, but I just like making it. Actually, I have a friend, and she might be watching. I don't know if she is watching, but when I got into scrapbooking, as a gift, I would give her layouts for presents, for birthdays and for Christmas, and I haven't given her one for absolutely ages. So maybe this will go to her, and she can choose the photo to go inside. She can do what she wants. Right, I feel like I need to just create a photo mat here, and there is a lady that I watch on the internet, on YouTube, who makes really lovely photo mats. She would cut tissue, she'll tear tissue and do layers of things behind. But I'm wondering whether to look at my scrap box, if I can grab it. Where is it? Or I could. Just trying to think what I could do. What colour is this? White. Right, let me have a look. I could start just do a little bit of an area here so that it's obvious where to stick the photograph. You know what, I'm just going to grab out my scraps box, which is here. Put some of these inks away, and if something catches my eye, I'm going to grab it out and use it just to create. Ooh, this is retired stuff, but that might work. Just see if I can find any turquoisey bits. Bear with. So if you're watching this on the replay, fast forward until you see me actually do something. Some pinky purpley bits in there. Oh, no. Even some goldy bits might be nice, wouldn't it? To pick out some of that gold. Have a look. What have I got here? Oh, who remembers this paper from last year? It's so pretty with this marble effect on it. That would be nice for a photo mat, wouldn't it? It looks like I was trying to make a bag or a box here, but didn't end up succeeding. So it's already got these score lines in it. So I'm going to tear along this score line because I quite like tearing things. If you ever want to tear in a straight line, really crease the edge, and because basically you're breaking up the fibres, and then when you tear it, it's more likely to tear in a straight line. Right, just to gauge roughly the size I need it to be. Fold there. Okay, so that can be what you stick your photo onto. But I actually want to do more than that. I want some pieces just in the background of it, just to layer up. So I'm going to stick that maybe there. I will go over and define the edges because I think the edges need a bit more defining, which I'm tempted to pull this forward a bit and tear some of these edges. Also, to make it more in keeping with the rest of it, I'm just going to maybe stamp the odd thing on here. We could do a bit of that. I mean, I know it's going to get covered up, but you kind of want it to feel like it's part of it. Right, so I've got that. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh. I love your storage system for retired scraps. It's not always that organised, Linda. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Good morning, California. Just see what's on that. No, that one. No, I don't know. It's too green. I just need some pinks. Oh well. Right, let's go with that. Because I can always ink the edges, can't I? I'm just going to pop this up here for a minute because I want to focus on doing this with you guys. So let's get the Melon Mambo out. So even though the colour is not quite to what I've done the layout, I can alter that by kind of getting my ink and just going down the edge of it. Hi Amy, nice to see you. Oh, Stephen's actually Julianne, everybody. She's using her husband's account, YouTube account. I know Julianne in real life. So yes, Stephen's actually Julianne. We both go to this ladies' conference. And I said to her, oh, I've got a YouTube channel. And she said, oh, I'll follow you. So it's lovely to see you. Right, I'm just curling the edges. I love doing this. Bit of texture. I lay out. Get this pink on here. You know, don't feel hampered by scrapbooking paper. If it's not quite the right colour, just stick some ink on it, you know. Like this is not quite the right colour, but it doesn't matter. Oh, thank you. So have you been watching? Have you been lurking? I was wondering when I'd see you on a live. Alright, get some ink on there. I'm going to end up with very messy fingers, but never mind. It's all part of the fun. Just put a bit of glue there. Bit of glue there. Can you guys sort of get the gist of what I'm trying to do? Hope you're following me. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, please do, because it's a great way to keep up to date with my latest videos. Ah, okay, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and alternate when I come on live, because I know some of you are early to bed people, or you're in a different part of the world so that you're in bed. But I kind of have to fit it around my family and their schedules and things. And for me, sort of in the evening-ish is, you know, once they're in bed, it means I can get on here. So that's why I tend to do the hours that I do. But that's the great thing about YouTube. You can watch it on the replay, can't you? Right, I'm just going to do a little piece up here, and then we're going to see what it looks like against the actual layout, and then make a decision. Andy, nice to see you. Also, if you want to share some of the things that you've been making, I've got a Facebook group called Artful Stampin Space. Some of you I know are already on there, and it's just really lovely to share kind of your makes and what you've been up to. Okay, that's not too bad, and also I'm very aware that this is going to get covered up, so I'm not too worried that it doesn't exactly match everything else. I don't really have a photo to put in it, but oh, I know what. Where's that card? We'll pretend that's there for now. Oh, about that? No. Okay. I could do some sort of 3D elements, like punching out some butterflies. That could happen, but I'm kind of like inclined to leave it as it is, really. Might be nice to actually stamp some words. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's have a think. Let me have a quick look at my stamps. Where's Colourful Seasons? Oh, there it is. I don't know where to put Life is a Beautiful Thing. Have that somewhere. Let's see if that would fit. I think if I just stamp that, but you do my thing where I stamp it and stamp again, that so it's more of a texture than it is a actual focal point. You were making lunch and you heard the alert. Ping! Oh. Yeah, do press the bell. If you want to get notifications, press the bell. But also check your device settings, because sometimes, I mean, I've done it in the past. I've switched off my notifications because I got a bit frustrated with it. But if you know what you like and you want to subscribe, then so I like doing this sometimes where I use the text as just a bit of a texture. There we go. I'll just do it in the Coastal Cabana as well, just to have some additional ones there. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to have to stick this under a book or something overnight because it's a little bit warpy, but it'll be fine. Oh, Julianne, good. I'm glad to have shown you something. Yeah, especially with these lovely scripty stamps, you can, see it as just a texture in the background. So, right, so that's going to go there. I think it's pink enough. Where's my pink gone? Oh, it was here a minute ago. Oh, up here. I might just try and make it a little bit darker. Just doing that. Because I want there to be a definite border. I want there to be a focal point, and one of the best ways to create focal point is by contrast. So having a really dark outline just helps it be a bit more focaled? Central. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, that butterfly's bugging me a little bit, but I suppose I could. Can I have another one somewhere? I don't know where I put it. Right, that's it, I think. I can smell my tea is cooking. I might come back on a bit later and do something else, but I hope you've picked up some different techniques and things from this that you can use. And you know, you could quite easily just do this as a one sheet wonder and then cut it up and use it for card making. So there we go. Right, any questions I thought I'd give? I know it was quite product heavy, so I used the sprinkles, the texture paste, the heat tool, but I know some of you guys are avid crafters, let's face it, you like your product. So yeah, and stamps. I just used one stamp set and the masks that are in the autumn winter catalogue, which I think are actually the most bargainous thing in the catalogue. £5.50 for 4 masks. I was comparing the price with a famous American company, SSS. You could probably guess which one it is. And they've just done a release of some floral masks, which I think are really pretty. And the price, I thought, actually, are not too bad, because they're charging, I think it was like $10 for like 4 masks. And so ours are £5.50 for 4 masks. And so I don't know what that is in dollars. Is that about $8? I don't know. So I thought, you know what, I don't think that's too bad a price. And one of the criticisms for companies such as Stampin' Up is, oh, they charge extra for product that they say is quality, but it isn't really. I was watching this guy ripping into multi-level marketing companies on YouTube. And I think maybe with some companies, yeah, you might get that. But actually, as a crafter first, guys, I was a crafter before I became a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I know quality when I see it. And I have to say, very rarely do I go, not sure, Stampin' Up. Very, very rarely. So, quality products, and also Stampin' Up, if you have any issues with the products, you know, they're great. They'll replace, they'll, you know, help out as much as they can. So there we go. Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Lovely to see you. And might come on a bit later. My daughter's out late this evening, so I might have time to pop back after my tea. If you've got any ideas of what you'd like me to do, just message me, either by Facebook or on here if you want to. If you would like me to have a play with something else. Always happy to oblige. Take care for now. Lots of love. Bye.